Okay, so weekend overeating, something that a lot of people struggle with. So how can we sort of reduce this and so that you can still see results, especially while enjoying yourself at the weekend, okay? Now this is a strategy that I got from James Smith, which I think is great, and it is to start your week on a Friday, okay? Now, bit of background. So, basically, if you don't know, your weekly calories count more than your daily calories, okay? So what you eat on a weekly basis is more important than what you eat on a daily basis, okay? So basically, this is great because it means that you can tally up your calories for the week and then split it up however you want. So this becomes particularly helpful for people that struggle with weekend overeating because they can eat less during the week and save or bank calories, save them for the weekend, which means they eat more at the weekend but still see the same results, okay? Which is great. And a lot of people do that with great effectiveness, okay? So, like I say, you can split them up and because what I find, especially with people that struggle at the weekend, is they do well throughout the week. You know, Monday to Friday they do really well, and then they have what they class as a slip up, or they just go off track a little bit, usually at the start of the weekend, and then they say, well, I've messed my diet up for this week, so I'll just start again Monday. Now the problem with this is all the hard work that you did during the week has just been completely cancelled out, okay? Because like I say, it doesn't matter that you were down for the week all of those 5 days throughout the week. If you go over too much on these 2 days at the weekend, it cancels out the whole week, okay? So that's how important it is to get the weekly right and not the daily, okay? Daily doesn't matter, it's the week that counts, okay? So, like I said, this is where calorie cycling can come in handy because your weekly average is the same no matter how you spread it up. Now, another strategy that I want to talk about, again, like I said, it's something that I got from a guy called James Smith, which is to start your week on a Friday. So rather than starting it on the Monday, you start it on the Friday. Because usually, like I say, what people do is they do really well Monday to Friday, and then the weekend just gets discarded. But like I say, that cancels out your hard work from the week. Whereas if you start on a Friday or a Saturday, what happens come Monday is you look back at the weekend, and especially if you're calorie counting, it's extremely eye-opening because you look at how much you ate over the weekend and you tote that up. And then you take that away from what you've got for your weekly allowance and you realise that for the rest of the week, your evening meal is probably going to have to be a couple of Rivitas seasoned with dust. And that's not particularly fun. Okay, so what it gives you is a great eye-opener on how much sort of the week matters and what you do all week matters, okay? And what I really want people to get from this, because this is going to sound like I'm a bit of a spoil sport and, you have to be like a nun all weekend, but it couldn't be further from the truth. What it means is you just have to be mindful. So, I'm going to give you a load of examples, but if you go out on a Saturday night for drinks and food, do you have to get a kebab at the end of the night as well? Do you really need your McDonald's to cure your hangover on a Sunday morning? Or could you just eat a normal breakfast? Do you have to have 4 bottles of wine throughout the weekend, or can you have 2? And that is fine for you. Do you have to have 15 beers, or can you have 7? And be totally okay with that. If you're having a date night and you're watching a film or something at home, do you have to get a massive bottle of Coke, a tub of ice cream, 5 chocolates and 2 bags of Haribo? Or can you have a bottle of Diet Coke, 1 tub of ice cream and 1 chocolate bar and be totally okay with that? Probably. Do you have to have a takeaway? Or could you get a pizza from the supermarket for what is actually a third of the price, probably a third of the calories, and probably taste just as good, if not close, or just as, if not actually as good as the takeaway. So you save money, calories, and a lot of time. Like I say, it's not to dampen your fun, because if you follow me regularly, you'll see that I regularly go out for drinks at the weekend. In fact, I'm going out for a couple tonight. I always have a takeaway on a Sunday. But like I say, it's not about dampening your fun and saying you can't enjoy yourself and eat the food you enjoy. It's just being mindful whilst doing it. Okay? So give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. I'm always interested to know. That's it for tonight, guys. thank you very much for tuning in. Please feel free to hit like, comment, love, haha, wow, share, etc., etc. I always appreciate interaction on the posts. If I don't see or speak to you beforehand, have a fantastic weekend, and I shall see you on the next video.